I just wonder why people think that they're so important for starters. Like you go around like looking at your phone every minute, you think people are thinking about you, talking about you. You care what people think about you. Like, why do you care what people think about you so much? Like, you are literally a grain of sand in the sandbox, guys. You're not that important. Like 168,000 people die every single day. That means the day that you leave this earth, you're not alone. Like that day, an estimated 168,000 people are leaving with you. So, of course, I don't want to be insensitive and I don't want to depress people. And I am optimistic and I'm positive, but also believe in being extremely real with yourself. And you got to understand that you're not so important. Like the world does not revolve around you. That's something you've heard before. It's true. So, what I'm trying to get at is that this life is momentary, everything is temporary. Everything that you do, every move that you make, you could argue that it either matters or it doesn't matter. Everything that you live for, you could say that it matters or it doesn't matter, or it's important or it's not important. It could be argued, okay? So if somebody lived their entire life as a homeless man begging for money beside the street, and his idea of life was that it wasn't fair and he never had an opportunity and the government and whatever, why, like, does it matter if he did that or not when he dies? Not really. The same dude could have went and been like a Wall Street guy. He could have been trading stocks. He could have been just whatever. I mean, he could have been extremely successful, the typical like suit and tie kind of person, businessman, right? Well, when he dies, would it matter? I mean, I would say not really. Once he dies, if you guys haven't noticed, when we lose people, we don't talk about them very much after they die. Like we talk about them, we mourn, and then only the people who are closest to them does it really affect them on a daily basis. And even then, we still don't talk about them. Like, you know, my grandpa, he's been dead my entire life. I don't know him and no one talks about him. So I don't think about him very often. That's just an example. So you're not that important. And every little thing that you stress and worry and think about and talk about every day, in 10 years, I'll be very, very shocked if you come back and tell me, yeah, it still matters. Like, you can't remember it. It doesn't matter. It's momentary. You're moving through time, and your time here is short. And that's one thing that I don't think people realize. The shortness of life is unreal. So for me, like, why I'm sitting here talking on camera right now is because I'm 20 years old, and I feel like that I'm gonna be 30, and that's kind of scary because I know what the past 2 years felt like. It doesn't feel like it existed. It went by so quickly that it's scary. Like, and so much changes in that amount of time that it's like, it's worth it. You know, things, good and bad things happen, like emotions happen, relationships happen. Life is beautiful. Like, that's why I want to travel so bad. There's just so many beautiful things to see out there and so many things to do. And you got to have money to do that. And if you want to give to people, that right there gives you more happiness and fulfillment than anything else. Money's not going to give you happiness. Like I said, traveling, something I really want to do, that's not going to give you happiness. And really, to be honest with you, happiness is a delusion. So there's a guy named Dan Bilzerian or something like the Bilzerian. I can't remember how you pronounce his name. A lot of people probably don't know. But there's a video I watched where this man's got like two models like all over him, and he's got 10 pounds of weed, and he's flying on his private jet, and I don't smoke weed, but to him, you know, like to a lot of people, this would be amazing. So he's on a private jet, he's got beautiful women, he's got money, he's got weed, he's got everything, and he's heading to a penthouse, and there's 3 other women there waiting on him, you know, beautiful models. He's like, life couldn't get any better. But that's his life. If you guys know him, like, he's known for being the party guy. Like, he's always around the beautiful women. He's always got this and that, like traveling, just beautiful scenery every single day of his life. So that's like the most ideal situation you could think of, where you just have money and you don't have worries, you don't have stress, you don't have a job, you're just living life and you get to party, and like everything just seems so beautiful on Instagram when you're checking him out. But in that video, it kind of revealed, like, for me, I was thinking, he's not happy. There's no way he's happy. And the reason he's not happy, you can't be happy. So the law of diminishing returns, guys, that's what that is. The more you have of something, the less you want it. So like, full circle back around to relationships. It's gonna take a unique and special individual matched with another unique and special individual in order for a relationship to work and to be healthy and happy in the long run, they're going to have to understand the law of diminishing returns. They're going to have to understand that now, right now in this moment, we're in love, but things are going to change. Like, we're going to be used to each other. We're going to get on each other's nerves. There's going to be a lot of arguments. There's going to be problems in your relationship because you want something until you start getting a lot of it. And you start getting a lot of it, you start getting used to it. And it's so freaking obvious. You don't want it anymore. You don't want it as much. You might want it. You might love it. You might be grateful for it. But that's all moved from like conscious awareness to being and existence. Like it's not part of your adrenaline anymore because you have so much of it. Having an abundance of anything, I mean, money, all right, for example. The first time that you made some money when you were a little kid, if you were like me, that probably like excited you. You probably had $20, thought you were rich, life was great. Then you realized $20 wasn't a whole lot, wanted to get some more, probably got a couple $100 at one point in your life. When you had that 20, you thought that couple $100 would have been amazing because you were already rich, right? Well, screw it, get some more. Find out once you get $500, it's not a lot of money, you want more, and so on and so forth. So you get to a certain point where you have a lot of money and it's just money. It's just paper. Like you've already traveled, you already did that, this thing and that, like you've been around and you're the man, and now you're just not satisfied with it because think about it. Like I said, it's delusion. Imagine if you just thought, like if you just got to this certain place in life, you got there and now you've got everything you ever dreamed of. So you're just going to be happy nonstop. If I get there, everything will be perfect. That's the lie that your mind is telling you. Like you're unconscious, just thinking all the time that you're chasing after getting to a certain place, like a means to an end. All right. Well, there isn't that. Like when you get there and you have everything that you thought you wanted so badly, it's just you right there in that moment. You can't get away from you. So like, especially if you're unhappy, you're going to be unhappy no matter where you go, no matter what you do, no matter what you achieve, no matter what, like who you meet, who comes in your life, your dream girl, you're going to be unhappy no matter what, because that's you. Like my sister, she was talking to me about how she wants to move to Texas, and that's cool. Well, let's just remember that if you want to move, there's probably a reason you want to move. And when you move to a whole new place, first of all, you're going to be alone. That's the first thing right there. That's a sign you shouldn't do it because you're not going to know anybody there. And second of all, when you get there, there you are. You're right back to reality in the same body, with the same attitude, with the same problems, with the same history. You're just in a new place and now you're alone. So you can't run from pain. You can't run from problems. You can't run from yourself. I just want to kind of put that out there. I think a lot of people don't really understand that. They're chasing after delusion. And I'm not saying that you can't be happy, because happiness to me is something else. Happiness would be like every single day I'm thankful and I'm grateful and I'm always growing and I'm always looking forward to something. And I'm going through the motions. I got ups and downs. I've got depression. I've got problems. I'm human. I'm doing the best I can. But that's making me happy because I know, like, once I go down, like, I got to come back up. So once I'm going through depression, I'm like stopping in the moment and I'm saying, hey, I'm depressed, but that's great, because if I didn't get depressed, how would I ever experience true happiness? How would I ever get back to that high level, that level of that frequency that I was vibrating on before? So that frequency that I'm talking about, that higher level of energy where I'm happy, quote unquote, wouldn't exist if I didn't go through the motions, if I didn't experience bad things and problems and setbacks and depression in my life. So if you feel depression, if you experience it, I want to be the first one to tell you right now, if you haven't heard it, it's normal. You should experience depression. You should love it. You should understand that these things that you worry about don't matter as much as you think they do. People matter, and giving to people matters, and how you impact people in this short life that you live matters. But you don't matter as much as you think you do, because unfortunately you're not going to live forever. And if you're not spiritual, then I really don't know how you would think that you matter, because then you would think that there's nothing after this short life. So I don't want to depress anybody. Like I said, I would hate that. I just believe that if you're watching this and you're going through a whole lot right now, or your life's unfair and things never work out for you and you just can't imagine that it could possibly get any better, it can get a lot better, and it will get a lot better if you believe that and you know that in your heart. You've got to work towards it every day to improve yourself so that other things around you can improve. And that's exciting to me, to think about improving myself and growing and watching the whole process happen. And I just want to leave you with, time is really, really important. People underestimate that. They think that because they're 20 years old that they should be partying. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but my opinion is you should be focused, because now is the only time you're going to be young. If you're young at this point watching this, like, now is the only time to be in the now and to make important decisions that tremendously affect tomorrow and the day after and 10 years after. So for me, I'm definitely like really aware of the fact that time's moving quickly, and every move that I make now is important. And it doesn't have to be the right move. You just got to be moving. Like, I've made so many mistakes. I've lost so much money. I just keep trying. Like, everything I do seems to like throw back in my face, believe it or not. If you freaking know me, like, it doesn't look like that. I don't make it look that way, of course, but it's a tough battle. Like, it's not easy. Anything you want to do is not going to be easy. If it brings success or if it brings happiness into your life, it's going to be a battle. So I just want to mention this iPhone XS Gold right here, guys. I'm giving it away. The link will be in the description of this video. So just go to the website, theoptimisticgeneration.com. That is an apparel brand that I'm working with. It's theoptimisticgeneration.com for the fact that we're the optimistic generation, right? So we're the internet connected age. We're the next millionaires. We're the next people that are like right here, right now. I'm introverted by nature, but I'm sitting here talking to everybody. Like, I'm running giveaways, and I'm not saying I'm great. I don't even think this is anything compared to where I want to take it to. But we're the generation that can do whatever. And I promise you, you can do whatever you want. There's nobody that can stop you from doing what you want. We have connectivity to the entire world for very low rates. If you know how to get Google Flights, you can go travel around the world. You can do things on a budget, and you can live your life and be happy, and you can help people in ways that have never before been possible. So I'm giving back. I've done a lot of iPhone, Apple Watch, Fitbit giveaways. I want to take it to giving away cars if I can. So basically, on the website, you can check out the apparel. Anything you buy on there can get you up to 50 bonus points. And there's a free gift on there. It's random, I know, but it's a stainless steel salt and pepper shaker set. It's worth about 25 bucks. It's from Kitchen Goddess, so that's just kind of like getting that brand out there, and it's a free gift, totally 100% free. You do have to pay shipping though, just because it's a product that weighs a little bit. Like, you can't ship anything for free, guys. I hope you understand that. But that's going to get you 25 entries into the iPhone XS giveaway. And depending on when you're watching this, March the 3rd, 2019, somebody's going to win this phone. It's about a $1,300 iPhone XS Gold. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. Check me out on Instagram, Preston_Productions, and Preston_Tech on Snapchat. You're going to get live updates on these giveaways, and hopefully there'll be many more to come. I appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.